The empty seat. There's an unspoken rule at East Haven High School. Never sit in the seat by the third window in room 204. Everyone knows it's off limits, not because it's broken, not because it's reserved, but because that seat belonged to her. Her name was Lily Wren. Lily was quiet, soft-spoken, always sitting at the back of the class. She didn't have many friends, but the few who did know her said she was kind. She liked drawing, wore a small silver locket every day, and was always at school early, always sitting in that seat, third window, back row. One rainy Thursday afternoon, everything changed. The school was preparing for midterms. The tension in the halls was thick. Teachers were tired, students half asleep. That day, Lily never showed up. At first, no one thought much of it. People skipped sometimes. But when her name was called during attendance and no one answered, a chill swept through the room. The teacher hesitated, looked at the empty seat, and quietly moved on. Later that evening, the news broke. Lily had died, found in the woods near the old train bridge, face down in the mud, her silver locket still clutched tightly in her hand. They said it looked like a suicide, but something about it didn't feel right. Her best friend, Claire, swore Lily hadn't been depressed. She was planning a birthday party. She'd been laughing just the day before. But the school moved on, as schools do. The seat remained empty. At first, it was out of respect. Then, fear. Things started happening in room 204. First, it was the flickering lights, always above the empty desk. No matter how many times they changed the bulbs, that one light would flicker uncontrollably, but only during that class. Then came the cold spots. No matter the weather, no matter how hot the room got, the space around Lily's seat was always ice cold, like standing in the freezer at a grocery store. One student swore she saw her own breath during summer, but the real horror began when the school tried to fill the seat. Mr. Hanley, the new English teacher, didn't know the story. He was firm, logical, didn't believe in ghost stories. On his first day, he noticed the gap in the seating arrangement and asked a student named Erica to move to the empty seat. Everyone gasped. "No, I'm fine here," Erica stammered, eyes wide. "Sit there. We need to balance the rows," Mr. Hanley insisted. Reluctantly, Erica obeyed. The moment she sat down, her body went rigid. Her eyes rolled back, lips trembling. She began whispering something no one could understand. Then she screamed, a bone-chilling, blood-curdling scream, and collapsed. When she came to, she cried uncontrollably, saying she saw a girl staring at her from inside the desk. A pale face, eyes black, blood dripping from her mouth. Mr. Hanley never made anyone sit there again. Students started reporting strange things. Hearing Lily's name whispered when no one was around, the sound of someone tapping a pencil on the empty desk during tests, the soft rustle of notebook pages turning even when the room was silent. Claire, Lily's best friend, tried to communicate with her. One afternoon after school, she sat across from the empty seat and placed Lily's old sketchbook on the desk. "If you're still here," she whispered, "give me a sign." Nothing. Then the pages began to flip, slowly, one by one. They stopped on a page Claire had never seen before, a drawing of room 204, but from the perspective of the third window seat. The angle was perfect. Too perfect. In the drawing, every student was sketched in eerie detail, except for Claire. She wasn't in the drawing. Instead, her seat was empty. Claire ran out of the room and never returned. the school stopped scheduling classes in room 204 the following year. Too many complaints, too many rumors. But sometimes students walking past still hear a faint tapping, like a pencil dancing across a desk. And once in a while, if you look through the window just right, you can see the silhouette of a girl sitting in that back corner. Head down, drawing, waiting. They say Lily never left. Some believe she was pushed. Others think her spirit can't rest because her death remains a mystery. But one thing is certain. The seat remains empty. And if you ever visit room 204 and see that desk by the third window open, don't sit there. Because the last person who did never came back out.